And welcome to part 2, the continuation of Jenny Likes Fairy Tales. Nearly finished. We have 2 copies of Cinderella. These are 2 very, very different copies. Again, one of my favourite things about this is just the artwork. Like, this little book has got so much really lovely artwork in it. It's very small, but it's got a lot of power behind some of these artwork. It's got things like cinematic moments, like that. Very simple, very beautiful. Again, the fashion in this is gorgeous. Like the way that they designed all the costumes, so it's appropriately historical France type thing. It's gorgeous. Like, there's wigs and there's hats. I also love, this is a feature of these tiny little books, is that they have these beautiful little borders, and I can remember staring at these borders for hours as a child and working out which shoes I like the best and which lizards I like the best. It's an amazing little book series, the mini classics, and it's so visually interesting and it's so cinematic, and I only really noticed that as an adult rereading this book, that the artwork in this is truly, it tells a story. The artwork in this tells a story. The story itself is pretty good, but you know, it tells a story, and I do like that it is it's a good version of the story. Yeah, can't complain. Another version of Cinderella. This is a very, very different version in terms of artwork and style, but it's again absolutely just stunningly beautiful. I don't even know whether or not you guys are going to be able to see this on camera, but it's these black and white pencil sketched, stunningly beautiful paintings that are psychedelic and emotive and just fabulously beautiful. And it has a real sense of motion and emotion. And it has so much classic stuff, but like, I don't know whether or not this will come up on camera, but the detail in these pictures is just phenomenal. The way that they do fabric and the way that they do the costuming and the historical balance and the sort of 90s, 80s influence in the design. It's just absolutely phenomenal art. And that's the only way to describe this book, is it's Cinderella with art. And one of the things that I really love about this is the poem at the end of this, which is the moral of the story. And it says moral, and it's got little cherubs with instruments, including one with a triangle, who is my favourite. A pretty face is very fine, but a pretty heart is a better sign. For real kindness does more good than ever skin-deep beauty could. What Cinderella really means is plain to those who do not read in vain. A prince may marry you one day if you grow up in her way. Good grace wears better than a dress. Good looks than manners matter less. And here's the secret reason why fairies give the most to those who try. And that last line is what makes me love this. I love it for the nostalgia, I love it for the art, I love it for the general story, but the fact that it's people who try hard, and people who try and be good and be nice, they're the ones who get their rewards. I don't really believe in karma, but I do believe that if you try really hard and you show that you're trying really hard, then that's a good thing to be. And yeah, it was illustrated by John Fowles, who he lived next door to my grandma, and illustrated by Shalina Beckett. And yeah, there we go. That's a book. Let's see whether or not I can look up the date. I have just realised this is dedicated to my mum, from John Fowles. That's from the 1980s, and it's signed and initialed to my mum. Let's see, 35 years ago. No, 20. Yep, 35 years ago. It was signed for my mum. There we go. I was going to do one more book, but that I think is the best way to end a video, and I need to now edit it quite a lot. So yeah, thank you for watching this double episode. I hope you enjoy, I hope you comment, and I'll see you guys all in 2 weeks for another lot of Jenny Likes Children books. Bye guys.